Hello everyone, this is Kevin T. Rodriguez, film critic of iCritic.net. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your time here with me on my media channel, and do not adjust your screen. This is a white background. The typical holder is not here because we have a pre-made holder. I got this package from Cartoon Books, and this is the these are the results of the Jeff Smith Thorn Kickstarter project. Now, for those of you who do not know what I'm talking about, Jeff Smith is the author of two very acclaimed graphic novels, as well as a few other stuff, called Bone and Razzle. Now, when he was in college, Bone was a comic strip called Thorn. And even though he kept those strips, he only let little glimpses of them in the public because, in his words, he was a little embarrassed by them. Well, I guess maybe for some reason, I don't know why, he finally decided to publish in a book, launched a Kickstarter. I supported it. This was months ago, and now we have the final results. And you'll notice I already had to alter the packaging because, yeah, I don't want my address or anything on it, and I cannot tell you how difficult it was to not open this yesterday. I almost ripped into it right away, but then it was like, well, okay, a couple things. First of all, I've been reading Thorn with the PDFs they sent me. I mean, that's why, one of the reasons they send you PDFs, so that you can actually enjoy the product a little bit on some level before you receive it. Well, that's one reason. The other reason is because I realized, well, maybe this is something we should share together. And so I held off, and now we can do this. So, all right, we got the tape off. Let us... Oh, here's a little backward thing. So let's look at the first thing. There's a lot of things that came in. So this is a thing of Phone Bone and Thorn. What is this? Oh, these are drink coasters. These are drink coasters. Let me take these out. Oh, they're very nice, ceramic and everything. It's going to be. I won't be able to display all of these at the same time. I'll do the best I can of College Thorn. Now, by the way, this might be one of the items that goes on eBay. And you know, I've explained this in other videos, but while we're unboxing, I love how these are all based around Thorn. But one of the reasons that I sometimes will get the higher package than normal is for extras like this. These are the kind of extras that, you know, honestly, I could live without them if I want. These are ultimately very nice, but I'm going to put them back in the box. You know, these are definitely nice items, but I don't really need them. But I will pay a little extra to get them because they become coveted collector's items by fans. And so I can usually sell them at a premium down the road and recoup some of my costs. I know that's a controversial take for a lot of fans who don't want a middleman and don't want to pay inflated prices for things like this. Here's my perspective, folks. With things like Kickstarter, you absolutely have the right to treat it as a business proposition. And in fact, you probably should, because you approach it as a business proposition. Guess what? You might actually make money on it. And for that matter, the creators get more money to do things like this. So, okay, what's this? Oh, these are pins. I don't know why this is the only one. Oh, Thorn is the only one that is not. She almost looks naked in that picture. Like, that's a family-friendly channel. I know she's got a shirt on, but like, gosh, she almost looks naked there. There's Phony, original Phone Bone, and the Dragon. I don't know why Thorn is the only one that does not have a plastic covering. Maybe that was a mistake. And so. But okay, those are kind of cool. I like how they're in different solid colors, and the Thorn one that really looks good. Purple's my favorite color. I don't know if anyone knows that, but I'm just immediately drawn to things that are purple. So, whoop, close that. All right. So this is just, we have a Thorn bookmark, Kickstarter 2023. Okay, this one I will probably keep. And I'll keep it with my bone book because it's like, this is the perfect bookmark to have with the book. All right, I think we're getting to the main attraction here. Oh, almost. Oh, there's a couple extra goodies below. We'll look at these first before we look at them. So these are little lithograph things, and oh my goodness. Let's, I gotta take this off carefully so I can put them back in later on because, yeah, I'm sorry folks, these are probably going to be sold. We've got Thorn there. Oh, look at that, like from conception to final image. And the evolution of bone. You know, I take it back. I might not sell these ones. I might frame them and keep them. Ted the Bug So that's what Ted the Bug looks like. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. In the meantime, though, well, it's going to be hard to put that back on, so I'm going to put those on the side. Something that will be a little bit easier. We do have some lithographs, and see, I might sell the lithographs, but I might also keep one or two and hang them on the wall in my house. Really like that one. And yeah, that was a guest artist. Was that Frank Miller? Oh my gosh, the quality of the paper of this is so good. Really love that one. See, I'm torn because I really like all these images. These were all guest covers that were done for the Bone issues, so that's definitely nice to have. We'll have to see on that one. I technically have the comic books, so I don't need those ones. Okay, now then, I believe with that out of the way, move the box aside. We have, and this I believe was a Kickstarter exclusive, we have Thorn in hardcover. The complete proto bone oh, something came out. Oh, look. I got number 6 in 100. This is the autograph plate. So what you do with this is you take, trying to do this on the side where there's like no signature. This is not as easy to get off as it looks. So when your parents ask you, what are you doing watching in there? You say, oh, I'm watching some guy pick paper with his nails. It's like, what? All right. Oop. Let's do this. Do this as carefully as I can. I mean, it's not going to be completely straight, but there you go. Kickstarter campaign, 6 out of 10. And of course, the quality of the paper is so good. You might notice the art is a little, weird on the papers because they're very old comic strips. Then we have, editorials, history of the comics, and then we have the comics themselves. It's a great treat to it was a great treat to finally be able to read these things. It is amazing like, because the series is in some ways almost completely different. It's not as serious at times. It usually ends in a joke. I guess these are the final. Now, what are these in the back? What are these in the back? This is a surprise. Oh my goodness. These are like replicas. These 3 mini bonus comics included as stretch goals as reproduction of comics I made when I was a kid between the age of 9-14. Oh my gosh, so this is what he would... And he only made these available to, like, people at Kickstarter because... you know, I mean, look, we can laugh and say, oh, you shouldn't be embarrassed. Like, no. You're always embarrassed by the stuff you did when you were like 9 and 10 years old. I look back at some of the reviews that I wrote when I was like 9, 10, and it's like, my goodness, that poor young fool. I didn't know how to write to save my skin. I'm still not as good of a writer as I would like to be, but I can definitely say I'm better than when I was back then. This one's kind of awkwardly placed. Phone Bone. Mel Brooks, really? And you know some of the smudges, so like these comics, they were definitely, his mom probably saved them or something because they were not taken care of the same way, but it's definitely cool to see those little mini comics. That is a nice little surprise that, you know, there's, oh, yeah, oh my goodness, this is all so nice. I mean, it's interesting to think that the comic strip ended. We're too late. End of Bone in the college newspaper. So, yep, that is hilarious. So, I'm looking forward to reading this. So, all right, let's kind of. So that's the book. We can throw that away. We have the prints, the lithos, very, very cool stuff, and the coasters, the pins. This is probably one of the few things aside from the book I'm going to keep because I really do like that. Look, you got to keep some of the Kickstarter exclusive stuff. But yeah, this is Thorn in hardcover. Now, you must keep in mind, as far as I'm aware, this hardcover edition of the book is not available in stores unless they bought them through the Kickstarter. And I think there's only like 100. Yeah, it said there's like 100 copies. So yeah, there was only 100 copies of this book. The last page is a little off, but yeah, whatever. It's mostly going to be on the bookshelf. I'll live with it. Has its own little bookmark there. But this, you're not going to be able to get this in stores, and considering other numbered Jeff Smith books have become worth a lot of money, I expect this one to climb in value relatively soon. That's also why, I don't mind admitting this, folks. I have 2 Kickstarter accounts, so I basically backed this hardcover edition twice. So I'm getting another one in, and that's an investment. And again, you can feel however you like about that, but that's how it works. At least that's how I do it. But it's a very good book. I hope you were able to get this hardcover edition. Now, if you only get the soft paperback edition, it's probably the same content, just with a slightly less nice cover. And if you're a big fan of Bone and you want to see where it all started, it's something I can easily recommend. I wouldn't recommend new readers to Jeff Smith work start with this. It is pretty crude. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, but the signs and the seeds of brilliance are there. So yeah, but I would much rather recommend you start with the actual Bone book, which is conveniently sold in 1-volume editions, black and white, not color. Or if you're a little older, try Razzle first and then go to Bone. Jeff Smith also did some Shazam stuff that's pretty good. So anyway, yeah, very, very happy to have this in my collection. So You know the drill. Do you have this? What do you think of all this? Let us know. Comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.